everybody, that Gamer here, back with another video. Now, if I sound bad, that's because, well, I am. I'm, like, really ill. But I sort of wanted to have a video out, like, a couple of videos out, because I know I've kind of been neglecting you lot recently, and, yeah, I just have not been motivated whatsoever, but I'm trying to get back into the grind, trying to find better things to upload, and so what better to do that than make my first video back kinda something I'm really passionate about, and that is the game Ark Survival Evolved. Now, I have been following Ark since about 2015, but yeah, it would have been about 2015, with like iBallistic Squid and the Gaming Beaver and stuff like that when Ark like first was in early access. And so I couldn't play it at the time because obviously I had an Xbox 360, but then as soon as I got an Xbox One, I like bought the game, and so I am passionate about the game. So it breaks my heart to see Studio Wildcard kind of like neglecting the customers and things like that, and just doing poor decisions. Now I'm sure by now you've heard about Ark Survival Ascended, basically the UE5 upgrade, which costs the same as a full another game. Now, this has been done to death, but like the stuff, because I see a lot of people talking about like the DLCs, like having to buy the DLCs again, or like it being lazy and like the stuff surrounding it. But what I haven't seen many people talking about is what you're actually getting for that £60. Now, it's a remaster, so it isn't a remake. It's just like basically the same game but with a new coat of paint, and like they are trying to add new stuff to it, but like the new stuff is just so laughably bad. It's one creature per like paid per expansion, so I don't even think that because when it releases in 2023, if we're lucky, because we haven't seen any gameplay yet. It's almost May, and Ark Survival Ascended comes out in August. We are yet to see any gameplay, so I doubt it'll be coming out 2023. But like because what I'm sure you know how they're doing it, basically bringing out a new DLC per month, which is just like why would you do that? If I'm buying something, let me access it all at once, please. I don't want to be drip fed content. Like the drip feeding model is just purely arse. But like for this £60, I think it's only like one creature per map, and like the island isn't getting any. And I know the non DLC maps aren't getting any. Like the free ones. So that's like 5 new creatures for £60 in DLCs we've already played and paid for. Now, I own Ark Survival Evolved and all the DLCs, so it feels like a bit of a slap in the face that I'm expected to pay £60 for a full, like, for a remake. And before you say, oh no, you're not being forced to pay for it, I kind of am. Let me explain. Now, official servers are just gonna be straight up dead. Like, they're pulling the plug. But I'm someone who plays on unofficial servers. So, but due to the fact that Ark Survival Evolved isn't getting any new content, or like probably any more support, so if there's a game breaking bug, that is not getting fixed, even though the game is still like you can still buy the game. Like, I mean, I know it's like £5 on the Xbox store, but you can still buy the game. So, like, and you'll probably still be able to buy the game when ASA comes out. So if there's no support, then that's just going to be awful. But then there's not going to be any more content anyway. Like, yeah, we're getting the Rhino Bnaffa, I think that's how you pronounce it. But once people have tamed that, bred it, got the mutations, done the stuff with it, people are going to be playing Ark Survival Evolved less and less. And then ASA will probably be on sale because let's face it, no one's going to buy it. then people are going to be like, oh, this is on sale, this remake, and then slowly like the pool of unofficial players would dry up. Like I play on an unofficial server which is quite small in comparison to a lot of like other unofficial servers. So as soon as that comes out, it's just gonna be like, you know, it's just gonna slowly dry up, and then obviously because servers cost money, the owner's gonna be like, hang on, this isn't really worth it anymore. Let's move to ASA, and the only thing I'll have is single player, which I used to be a single player. It is boring AF. Like it is just torture. I'm sorry, but yeah, and also like, and before you get your panties in a twist and say, oh, you just want stuff for free. I mean, I don't, honestly, I know games cost money to make. I don't mind paying for it. A lot of people who I've spoken to also don't mind paying for it. We don't mind paying in the regions of like 30 quid for it, because like £30 plus all DLCs, fine. You know, that 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 seems reasonable to me. That's like, you could probably get that, I think, on a sale, like for the regular game, or better yet, like maybe give all the people who own Arc One and own the DLCs maybe a discount code. I don't know, but the fact that we are being forced to pay £60, and like we haven't even seen any gameplay yet, and we're just being told up, like we're just being told what's gonna be in it, and like from what it sounds very very basic, like, oh, new wave mechanics, cool, oh, new foliage blows in your face or whatever, that's cool, but people want to see like, because the AI in Ark is pretty terrible. People want to see major improvements to that, and like make it sort of accurate. You know how like like herbivore dinosaurs would like travel in groups and stuff, and there'll be like stampede of them and stuff like that. We want to have stuff like that. We don't want to have, oh, it's just better graphics, because people are like, yeah, Arc Arc One graphics are terrible, and like when it glitches and it goes polygon mode, yeah, it's terrible. But like the graphics aren't that bad. Like, yeah, there's glitches and stuff, and yeah, some of the models, especially from like 2015, like the Saber Tooth and stuff like that, are really really outdated. But like the graphics of the game aren't bad, and on top of the fact that like we still haven't had any proper like, all that's happened with this is we're being told some basic stuff that's in it, and we can vote for a dinosaur. That that's all we've been told really, and but like they say, a picture paints 1,000 words. All we need is just maybe a still from a trailer, or like better yet, just a gameplay trailer of what's happening, because I know the game isn't on pre-order, but it it's pretty telling that you're scared of the game when you still haven't released any gameplay of it. Like, I mean, Wildcard themselves aren't the greatest developers. I think that's fair to say, because there's still bugs, I think, from like when the game was in beta or like in early access, with the long neck not reloading. That's still in the game. Like I went to tame a Giga like a week ago. I encountered that issue quite a bit. I mean, I'm not dissing Wildcard here, but I'm just scared for the future of Ark. Like, I'm looking forward to what this new DLC is gonna be, but like at the same time, like I don't know what it's gonna be about, because, oh yeah, if you haven't heard, they've announced like a new 20 quid DLC, which I don't know, it seems a bit crap. Like £20 for a DLC. I know that was the basic price, I think, when it happened, stuff like that came out. But then with Genesis 1 and 2 were bundled, I think, for 20 quid. So that's like £10 each. I know Genesis 1 wasn't the greatest, but I still enjoy it. It's still working that. It's still good, if you get what I mean. But like £20 for one DLC. And on top of that, like after Genesis 2, it was very clear it was leading up to Arc 2. Because as soon as you kill Rockwell, it's like the ship drops and then like it's the main character from Arc 2 landing on the planet pretty much. But then, what's this new story DLC gonna be? Because like the story has been pretty like coherent, like scorched earth, then you've got aberration, then you've got extinction, then you like cure the planet, then you're on like Genesis simulation, and then you're on Genesis 2. Like that's the story in chronological order. But then I'm just curious, like what they're gonna do for this new story DLC. But then, like, I mean, I love Ark, don't get me wrong, and I'm happy we're getting a remaster because Unreal Engine 5 is quite a different beast. But then, at the same time, like, a lot of the stuff Wildcard has done recently has been a bit peak, and then on top of the fact that we haven't seen any gameplay and all the gameplay improvements we've been told seem very, very minimal, I'm just worried. But yeah, if you did enjoy, guys, please hit that like button and subscribe. It means a lot. Yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.